Hello everybody, this is TheStroseBros, Ryan here, and we're here for some Pokemon Crystal. But this ain't any normal Pokemon Crystal run, this is a Nuzlocke run that is also randomized. Now what that all means for people who aren't into the know-how with it is every Pokemon in this game has been completely, randomized. Starters, all of that. And a Nuzlocke challenge is, it's a challenge run that involves kind of getting closer to the Pokemon that you catch and being more strategic. Right now it is morning 1. Let me just 56. Yes, it's 156. But it makes it so you can only catch the first Pokemon that you find on a route, of course, including when you get Pokeballs, because that's the only time you can. You must nickname all your Pokemon. There is a weeping bell. And if a Pokemon should faint in battle, it is considered dead and thrown into the PC. And of course, if you lose all of your Pokemon, it is game over. So let's see how long we can last. I'm hoping to get through the game. These will be uploaded in sessions of probably 30 to 40 minutes. Probably not that long, but we'll see. Let's name ourselves. How about Q-Bert? Yes, perfect. Perfect. We are Q-Bert. Why? I don't know. This isn't a normal run. We're going wacky and zany. Yeah, and I also changed the battle style, if you saw there, to set. And that'll increase the difficulty within the battles because we won't be able to switch out Pokemon when... Like, normally in a battle, if you defeat a Pokemon, it'll say, oh, well, they're about to send out Wooper. Would you like to change your Pokemon? Well, it doesn't let you do that. If you want to switch, you have to risk doing that inside the battle. So, it's kind of just another layer onto it. And since these are... It is not Saturday. It is not Sunday, I mean. It is Saturday. Sure. And... Yes, I know how to use a phone. Since the nature of this game, I'm probably going to think of topics to talk about when it gets into the more battle heavy, because depending on which Pokemon we'll get will pretty much determine how much we'll have to grind, because we could get a really good choice of set for a starter, and we could get kind of really bad. You see, so I think once we kind of get started and kind of explain some of the mechanics, we might get into that. But since, we're kind of just beginning, I might just go into some of the basics for those who aren't so familiar with Pokemon, because it's a long-standing series, but I know there's kind of there's a good chunk of people that haven't gotten into it, or what have you. And that's fine if you're watching this as kind of like a first-timer. I definitely know someone who I'm kind of getting into the series, and that might foreshadow something down the road. Ooh. Want you to raise one of the Pokemon contained in these balls. And of course, there are some additions that were added into this randomized version of Bellsprout, of course. Some of the text there is still the same, but okay, we got Bellsprout, we got Porygon, and our final choice, Tentacool. Okay, our picks are kind of less than stellar. I'll admit this is my second time recording this, and I had way better picks the first time around, but because of some errors within the recording, it didn't go through. So, Porygon, Bellsprout, or Tentacool. But some of those tricks that were embedded into this game, or fixes, or rather, are some updates into how this game works to make things easier. Like, one of the things this randomizer did was make it so Pokemon that evolve through trading have their evolutions adjusted so they evolve through level up, or through stones, or through whatever. So it makes it so you can use any of the Pokemon. I think I'm going to go with Tentacool. So if I chose that Porygon, I would be able to get the Porygon too through the game. I just don't know exactly how. And another one of the fixes is it makes it so all the Pokemon's names are fixed with the capitalization, like it did from Gen 4 onward, 5 onward, whichever one it was. Let's see. I'm going to name you. Will it fit? Let's see. Brainless. For a second I thought I named it Brianless. But because there's this one jellyfish that... Actually, I don't think any jellyfish have brains. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't. So... Q-Bert got Elm's phone number. Sick. Call me maybe. Q-Bert, I am counting on you. Alright, so let's go take a look at our Brainless here, and he's holding a whole item. Water, poison. So yeah, all the typing and all the stats of the Pokemon are the same, because that is an option, is to randomize everything. Like Pokemon can be different types, different stats. That I'm not even going to go with that confusion. It's holding a Pipia. That is an item that I will go into once we describe what PP is. Only got Poison Sting, so this might be a little difficult starting off. We'll see how we go. We'll see if we have to restart immediately. Probably should have stuck with Porygon, because I know it can have some interesting moves. But then again, it's only 2nd generation, so maybe not. We're here on Route 29. You might be thinking, like, oh, why are you restarting on Route 29? Wouldn't, like, it make sense to start at 1? And, oh, Venonat, of course, it's something that's weak, or strong as frickin' poison. Resistant, that's the word. But that is because this is, of course, a sequel to Pokemon Red and Blue, and later on in the game, well, something might show that it's a sequel, so I guess stay tuned, continue watching. Let's just kind of sit here and... So... Yeah, okay. So we're starting this off with the Disable. So each Pokemon has 4 moves they can use, up to 4 I should say. And they have the basic amount of stats of HP, attack, defense. Those are kind of simple. Right now what we're doing here is our Brainless here has no moves left to use, so it uses a typeless, I think it's typeless, physical attack called Struggle, which also hurts Brainless with recoil. That doesn't happen too often, unless of course you have one move and get disabled. Oh! We're fighting Machamp. Machamp is a very strong fighting type Pokemon, and it's level 3, and we're only level 5, and we're just little Brainless. Brains aren't going to beat Bronze this time, unless it has no moves to use, which I'm hoping that it only has Focus Energy, because now it has a higher chance of getting a critical hit, which is, oh, irony. Or coincidence, rather. My bad. I'm starting to think it only has Focus Energy, which, if so, would be great, because we will... Okay, I think we got this, because we'll get a lot of experience for beating up this Machamp. And Poison Sting has a, I believe, 10% chance to poison an opponent, which is where they lose health every turn. And if we were to get poisoned, then we would lose health outside of battle, which thankfully was taken out in later generations. So the basic Pokemon, well, you're starting out on your journey to get 8 gym badges and become the Pokemon League champion. And see all these crazy critters along your path. So we're just gonna kinda keep, and he's probably going to use Disable again after using Foresight, so we're probably gonna get into another struggle match. So I guess, I mean, this Pokemon games kind of start off really slow, but that's just the nature of starting off with a weak creature. You eventually get stronger and you get more opportunities for catching Pokemon. So once that happens, we will get more variety within the Pokemon that we see and catch, although of course as a Nuzlocke we are going to only be catching the first Pokemon that we find. I guess we can start on the topic while we just kill this Venonat here. Pokemon Gold, being the kind of sister game to Crystal, like the, well, more like the Sun game, I guess. We learned Supersonic, that's cool. That lets us confuse opposing Pokemon. But I started off playing Pokemon Gold, even though, ooh, an Apom. I've never actually fully gone and seen its Crystal Sprite in game, and it looks really bad, to be honest. But yeah, I started with Gold, but I also had Red at the same time. It's just Gold that I played first. Because if I had two, because I was born in '96, so I was out, like, I was old enough for when both were, like, very popular. So it's kind of like, why would I play the older, not in color one when I already had Gold? And oh, critical. Okay, okay, okay. Let's live, please. Okay. Brainless, I'm not gonna let you die this early. So we're just gonna backtrack and impede all of our progress to go and heal. Yeah, that crit kind of screwed us over. So I don't know if I'm gonna speed up certain sections, which I might. That's not what I didn't want to talk to. Yeah, I'll speed up to go back to where I was. In that area, because there's an item over there that I want to grab. See y'all in a second. Alright, we're back. Yeah, that fight with that Venonat was a little bit annoying because since I got Supersonic, I couldn't struggle, which was my better option of attacking rather than Poison Sting, but oh well, we got the potion, so if we ever get in danger by any crazy Apoms again, we're good. I'm not going to go up there just yet, because that's just another route with Pokemon, and once we get Pokeballs, I'll be able to go see if we can catch anything. But we're almost at Cherry Grove. And, oh, here's another Apom. Bring it on! Bring it on, old man! Or, yeah, you're a man. Okay. Brainless is just gonna... you're poisoned. Alright, now we have to be careful now. It's lowering our defense. And of course that means it's lowering our physical defense because Pokemon have two kinds of... yeah, special is split in this iteration. So there are physical type attacks and there are special type attacks. Physical type moves are moves that are... they're separated by type. So Apom here is a normal type, so it's going to be using majority of normal type moves, which are physical. While Brainless here is a water type, so she'd be using more special moves, because water is special, because it's kind of like moves that make physical contact. If you think about water, you'd kind of think of it be like, oh, an Electabuzz. Well, I'm certainly not staying here. Now back to what I was saying, Brainless is also part poison. And poison happens to be physical type, so it's kind of split with how it... Of course, I knew it! I knew it! Jumping down there would get me into a battle. If you're still level 3, I'll just kill you for the experience, because you're not going to hurt me. Let's just throw up a Supersonic and try to get some extra damage off you. Because as he's confused, he has a... basically a 1 in 2 shot, or 50-50 shot of hitting himself for damage. And the higher the enemy's physical attack is, the more damage that'll do, and Machamp has a very high physical attack, so, I mean... oh, confused no more. Well, alright. I can just Poison Sting you to death. I believe we'll at least get to the rival battle, if not to our first catch, in this episode. So we at least have some progress, kind of wise. It's gonna laser beam me. And he goes down. Let's see if we can get Brainless to level 7. Yes. The levels max out at level 100, but we will not be reaching that level, especially in this game, where the level scaling is kind of off, but there's a reason for it, and we'll get into that reason later. I mean, I'm sure it's not even a secret, because it's been like 16, 15 years since this game came out. God, I feel old. Alright, Pokemon are fully healed. Now let's head off to Viridian City, even though that's the wrong generation. No, we're off to Mr. Pokemon's lab, where we can go see his magical discoveries. So we're at a new route, and if we had Pokeballs, we could catch a new Pokemon here. Let's see what's here. Pidgeotto, you're actually not that far off from where you should be. I mean, Pidgeys are here normally. Okay, it didn't affect the enemy Pidgeotto. That's just great. How much damage are you gonna do? Do I want to risk it? Let's see how much poison's... Nah, I'm just not risking it. Gotta play strategic. Poison's not very effective against it. And even if I got the poison, it'd still tackle me. Not worth it. Not worth losing. Ooh, a Croconaw. This would normally be the water-type starter we would start off with. Well, actually, the evolution of the water-type starter. So if we go around here, we have a chance of getting a Croconaw. Just going Leer. It should only have Tackle at this point. Or Scratch. No, it should have Scratch. But we poisoned it, so... Alright, I think we can kill. We still have a berry and a potion in case we get low. I'm going to Supersonic it. Because as an evolved Pokemon, of course, it'll give us some more experience. And the better off we are with Brainless, the better I'll feel. No, I didn't mean to do that twice. Didn't mean to do that twice. Hurt yourself, please. Nah, alright. I'll just heal with the berry after this. Poison Sting, and kill the Croconaw. It'd be nice to have a... Well, I mean, it'd be nice to have a Feraligatr also. But we'll have 2 water types, but... trainers will have different types, so... I don't even know who's going to be the first gym anymore. Well, I know who, but what Pokemon they'll have. That's a whole different story. Alright, we got an item right here. We can just snag on up. An antidote. This will cure any poison that we get on our Pokemon, but seeing as we have a tentacle, we are immune to poison. So that really won't come in use for the current moment. And nope. I'll see after this battle. Yep, was just a Pidgey, or Pidgeotto, so just ran away. Oh, hello, hello! You must be Cubert. Professor Elm said that you would visit. This is what I want Professor Elm to examine. Cubert received the mystery egg. Now, this egg normally would hatch into a Togepi later in the game when it's given to you. But another thing of this randomizer is it randomizes all static Pokemon like the Togepi, so we'll get a different Pokemon out of this egg. That should be interesting. Aha, you're Cubert. I'm Orc, a Pokemon researcher, and I have the same voice as Mr. Pokemon. I was just visiting my old friend Mr. Pokemon. I heard you were running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. Oh, what's this? A rare Pokemon. Let's see. Well, Tentacle's not really all that rare, so I mean, I guess. Not really. Pokemon are friends. He saw that you would treat your Pokemon with love and care. Ah, you seem to be dependable. How would you like to help me out? See, this is the latest version of the Pokédex. It automatically records data of the Pokemon you've seen or caught. You see, on the old versions of the Pokédex, you had to write it out by hand. Oh, that'd be tedious. Go meet many kinds of Pokemon and complete that Pokédex, but I've stayed too long. That's a very good song by Daft Punk on their Discovery album. You are returning to Professor Elm. Yeah, your Pokemon should have some rest. Why, thank you, Mr. Pokemon. I mean, you've got a very coincidental name in this universe, sir. Like, imagine if I was just named, my last name was Human. Hello? Oh no. It truly is a disaster realm. I've spoiled the world's secrets. Alright, so this is a disaster. Something's gone down to the lab. We need to go investigate as our PI, a Pokemon investigator. I'm actually really sad that the first recording kind of failed. Oh! Oh! We've got a Dragonite here. Oh, god damn it. My apologies. We've got a Dragonite, and it's level 4. And I'm not okay with this. Do I even want to risk it? Because if I lose, I'm fucked. That's a lot of experience if I do win. I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna see what moves it has. If it doesn't have anything to attack me with, I'm gonna run with this. All right, let's see. Dragonite's confused. All right, I'm just gonna make it clear. This normally would be a Pokemon that the final boss of the game has. Like, we're at final boss level right now, and it's the second route of the game. If it has Leer, and only Leer, then I think we're good. Our tentacle, Brainless, is gonna take down this massive Dragonite. Okay, you've got reps. So we've got this in the bag. Brainless, you know, I kind of gave you shit at the start. I was worried that you wouldn't turn out good. But you're taking out Dragonite. Level 7. You're just taking out Dragonite. You know, like, Brainless is just going, like, on his day. Doesn't even have a brain. Doesn't even have a brain. It's just floating around, just stinging. Just doesn't give a shit. Doesn't give a single shit. Taking on Dragonite. Tentacle, the Dragon Slayer. Call him Dovahkiin. I should have called you Dovahkiin. And we're back for another Dragonite. I guess I'm gonna kill this for the experience. I'll see you guys when I get out of this battle. Okay, it has Twister. And it paralyzed me. That cuts my speed in half. And I have a 50% chance of not moving. I don't know why, but I'm still gonna go for this because I have a potion. So barring a critical... Okay, no, I can't run because of Rat. This was a bad idea. I got cocky. I got very cocky. Brainless, I apologize. Okay, you're poisoned. We're released from lap. I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna heal. It's poisoned. It's gonna die at some point. It's gonna crit and I'm gonna lose. Okay, we're good. We're good. I shouldn't be cocky, but we're good. I'm not gonna do this again. I lied. I'm definitely gonna do this again, but I'm gonna try not to. But Brainless is fearless. He's gonna poison all of the dragons. He is Fairy type before Fairy type was Fairy type. Brainless screwed level 8. Where's the name reader in this game? I want to rename you to Fearless. I think it might be in Goldenrod. I'm not sure. I'm not going to get into this rival battle right away. Fuck that. I need to heal. I guess I better go to the freaking store and stock up on paralyzed heals. Well, we beat 2 of the final boss's Pokemon. I mean, Lance as a final boss has 3 Dragonites, so I guess we're 2/3 of the way there. But then again, he won't necessarily have them. I'm gonna buy another potion. 2 more. Alright, we're good. We're gonna go take on our rival. Let's see what Pokemon he chose. Because even though Pokemon are random, he is gonna stick with his starter throughout the game. Uh-oh. You got a Pokemon at the lab. What a waste, wimp like you. Don't you get what I'm saying? Well, I too have a good Pokemon. I'll show you what I mean. And our first battle against rival Silver, slash whatever you like to call him, but his kind of official name is Silver. Fun story. Since his name is question mark, they leave it... Oh, Bellsprout. They leave it up to interpretation of what his name is. Like that, they give you a reason to name him. But when I was younger, I was stupid, so I literally named him question mark. That was until I started naming the trend after my cousin, because my cousin and I, Luke, shoutouts, I guess, we would always get the opposite version of each other, and even to this day, this is still a thing. And we would always name our rival, like I would always name my rival Luke, and you'd always name his rival Ryan, so that's just always been the thing, so... Except Gold and Silver was the one instance where that didn't happen, where I named my rival question mark. Yeah, he kind of got screwed, because normally he should pick the Pokemon that's stronger against mine. But since I'm part poison, I'm not weak to his Vine Whip. So, I mean, kind of got screwed over there. Are you happy you won? Edgy. Too edgy for me. Ow, the edge. My name is question. Yeah, so I'm gonna be the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. Dick. Back at Route 29, let's go back to the lab and see what all that commotion was about. I don't know if it's related to him having a Bellsprout when the lab also had a Bellsprout. I don't know. Surprised we didn't run into anything. I didn't want to say anything and jinx it, but I'm surprised we didn't run into a single Pokemon. Well, back at New Bark Town, we got a police officer. I heard a Pokemon was stolen here. I was just getting some information from Professor Elm. Apparently it was a young man with long red hair. What? You battled a trainer like that? Did you happen to get his name? I was going to put out of the edge, but too long. So I can only do the next best thing. Okay, so Shrek was his name. Thanks for helping my investigation. Yeah. So let's speak to Professor Elm. Hubert, this is terrible. Oh yes, what was Mr. Pokemon's big discovery? And we got the mystery egg. This? But is it a Pokemon egg? If it is a great discovery. What? Professor Oak gave you a Pokédex? Hubert, is that true? That's incredible. He's superb at seeing the potential of people as trainers. Wow, Hubert, you may have what it takes to become the champion. You seem to be getting on great with Pokemon too. You should take the Pokemon Gym Challenge. The closest gym would be the one in Violet City. Hubert, the road to the championship will be a long one. Before you leave, make sure that you talk to your mom. And that we shall. Hubert, use these on your Pokédex quests. And we got our Pokeballs, so now we can catch Pokemon. I can see us finding a Machamp, the first one. And that would be annoying if it doesn't have any actual attacking moves. If that's the case, I'm not going to kill it because I need something to back up just in case. If Brainless falls. Where did you get it? So, you're leaving an adventure. A Pokédex quest. But what can I do for you? I know, I'll save money for you. On a long journey, money's important. Do you want me to save your money? So here is a feature where half of the money we earn from battles will be sent to the mother. Our mother, in fact. And she'll hold on to it for us and sometimes buy us stuff. So, if you don't go and talk to her, she'll call you a bit later. And he's gonna... Okay, right here, we're gonna get a tutorial on how to catch Pokemon. But I'm just gonna skip it for you all, so... Yeah, I'll be right back after, because I'm gonna go over it then. And redundancy. We're back? Yeah, we're back. And he caught a Rattata. Let's see what we can catch. It is... Bulbasaur! Sick! We get to catch a Kanto starter. And it's a boy. So, Bulbasaur is part poison type, so we actually cannot poison it. Which is good, so that means we have less of a chance of accidentally killing it. Let's get this Bulbasaur. Alright, it's just gonna tackle us. And throw a Pokeball. Basically, you want to do is lower the Pokemon's HP. Low yellow and red, which is just signified by the color, is best. And, well, live Pokeball. There are different kinds of Pokeballs that have different catch rates, and each Pokemon has a different catch rate of some Pokemon are easier to catch than others, but right now we have the basic Pokeball. And... Is this Bulbasaur gonna be a bitch? Are you gonna be a bitch? Please don't make me waste all my Pokeballs. I would like to catch you, because you're a good catch. I could use a grass type. And... Come on. How fucking high is your catch rate? Just a Bulbasaur. Let's not waste this catch. Let's not waste it. Jeez, what is up? Not even a single roll. shake, whatever. And our final attempt. Well, Bulbasaur is impossible to catch. We fucked up. Time to kill Bulbasaur. Go suck on a chainsaw, I guess. I gave you a chance. We don't need you. Ah, Brainless. I guess there's no point in me going here. Let me go to the Pokemon Mart and get some more Pokeballs, because we have 2 more routes to check out. Oh, hello, Machamp. Alright, kill the Machamp. Brainless, go to level 9. Of course. Alright, right away from the Venonat. Wasn't worth it. Need to heal. Yeah, it's gonna be annoying until we get a move that isn't poison against poison types. But we won't be fighting that many poison types unless this game decides to screw me over and only put poison types in our way. So far we got Venonat and Bulbasaur on that route. Let's just heal up quick and buy a few more Pokeballs. We won't be able to buy too much because we already bought some Paralyzed Heals and Potions. But we can try a few. And we'll be fighting some trainers soon, so we get some more money. And into the mart. And we can get 10 Pokeballs. Now, before we make any progress forward, I'm going to go back and actually go through this little alleyway or whatever it's called. I don't know if that's actually considered a new route. I don't know if I want to do this yet. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna do it because, well, I'll explain when it becomes relevant, I guess. That. Oh! Oh! We're fighting Mew! Oh dear. How ironic. Our first encounter for capture is the literal first Pokemon in the Pokedex, and our next encounter is the last Pokemon in the Kanto Pokedex. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to poison this. It'd be freaking awesome to use Mew. Like, please. Like, I can get over not getting the Bulbasaur. Oh, okay, that's bad. That means we have a few turns before it dies to poison eventually. I was hoping that wouldn't happen. Please, catch. Come on, let's end this video off great. Yeah, we got a Mew! Fuck yeah! I'm getting way more excited for that than I should. New species. New species. I don't think species is a word. Is it? Species? Species. A new species. Yeah, just species. I don't know, I think they try to make a singular form of species. Or I'm stupid and species is a word. Because it can learn any move, some people research to see if it is the ancestor of all Pokemon. Alright. Let's go, Fetus Cat. That is actually pretty awesome. No! Oh shit. It's poison. Oh, I have an antidote. I have an antidote. I called the antidote useless, and now I'm getting my just desserts, but I have an antidote. Oh, that almost could have been bad. Losing the Mew right after I catch it. Oh, okay, well. All in all, I'm okay with losing the Bulbasaur. Because we got Fetus Cat. I actually really like that sprite. So I guess this is it for the Pokemon Crystal Randomizer Nuzlocke. Next time, we'll head onward to Violet City and maybe onto our first badge. We'll see. This has been the TheStroseBros, and I'll see you next time. Please like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and I guess share around to your friends and family. Although, I guess maybe less to your family unless they like Pokemon too, and that'd be weird otherwise. This is Ryan, signing off.